Hey guys, and welcome to a channel update. And this one is gonna be a little bit different. As a lot of you guys will know, we have suffered for the last 6 years with our internet. It all started when we finally moved to this new address. And before we moved in, we inquired what the internet speeds were like, and we were told they were pretty good. They were not. In fact, they were absolutely abysmal. And, you know, I actually had better internet speeds back in 2005 when I used to live at my mum's house when the Xbox 360 came out. And we first signed up to Xbox Live and started playing games online. We had, I think it was 8 meg down and 1 meg up. Yeah, that's better than we get here. So, over the last 6 years, I have been doing everything I possibly can to try and get better internet. Let's just put it mildly. I've got emails going back to 2019 when we first moved in here. We've tried everything. We've tried going to the MP. We've tried going to community fiber partnerships with a company called OpenReach, if you're not familiar. OpenReach is the company that basically maintains and builds the UK, or the main UK fiber network. OpenReach eventually surveyed the area. They came back and they said you could have fiber, but it's going to cost you £10,006. It's either 10,006 or 10,007. They were oddly specific with the pricing. To which we were like, fuck that. Certainly not going to be paying, 10 grand for a rented property to upgrade the internet. So we started looking at alternate methods. Eventually, just after COVID, we found a company called Wildernet who came into the property and they installed a 4G system. We had our own little 4G dish aimed at the cell tower. And that worked pretty bloody well for about 6 months. Because there was no 5G or anything like that then. We got a good 6 months out of that. Where our upload speeds went from, 4, something like that. Or download speeds, I should say, went from 4 to about 30. But being a cell tower and cell connection, it's very unstable. So downloads were starting to be possible, and our upload speeds went to about 15 on a good day. And that was quite manageable, but over time, they dropped significantly. Also, gaming on 4G, forget it. Not happening. Latency is just spiking out through the ass. It's not happening at all. If you can even get a game to connect, you ain't playing it without severe rubber banding. So, anyway, after we were paying that for about 2 years, I think, maybe even 18 months, something like that. No, it must have been longer than that because we went through a whole 2-year contract cycle and then renewed it again. Anyway, what I started to do to upload videos in the meantime, I was putting them on my phone. I'd put them on my phone and then I would upload them as I walk around outside at work. And it was only then when I started thinking about, the 5G networks coming online. I remember one day I was standing outside my gaming room window and I thought I'd do a speed test on my phone. I was like, holy fucking shit. I'm getting 300 meg down on my phone. And then I started researching the possibility of getting 5G. By the way, all this time in the background, I'm back and forthing from every provider, every government body that I could get in touch with, trying to get our actual home connection upgraded or looked at. Because not only was our home connection incredibly fucking slow, it didn't work. It disconnects all the time. You know, you're lucky if you can watch a 360p YouTube video on it. You know, you're doing well if you can get that far. But then quite often it will cut out halfway through the video, or you'll be able to watch like a few seconds of it and then you'll have 10 to 15 seconds of buffering and then it will carry on. Opening things like Instagram, even just pulling up YouTube comments and things like that, fucking forget it. You know. So that didn't happen. So yeah, back and forth to them for the last 5 years. 6 actually, and getting nowhere, apart from the fact that they keep telling us, oh yes, you know, yes, the whole area is being upgraded by fiber, blah blah blah, it's going to be coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. That's one thing that we kept getting told. It's coming soon as the years and months are going on. I mean, what does coming soon mean? Is 20 years? Is that soon? I'm like, I'm going to be fucking dead before this gets upgraded. So anyway, eventually I went to a company called 3, who actually does who I've got my phone network or my mobile phone with, and we got their unlimited 5G router. Now again, when we first got it, it was great. You know, we were pulling at night sometimes 800 meg down, so the download speeds on it were exceptional, and they're still pretty good. You know, downloading things, large files, that kind of thing is not a problem. Gaming on it, fucking forget it. Absolutely forget it. The latency is just all over the place. Your ping will go from, I don't know, say like 200, and then it will spike up to like 5,000, and then it might come back down to 1,000. You ain't gaming on it. Not happening. But we thought, okay, well, at least we can download big files. That's fine. And it's cheap. It's only like £20 a month, bearing in mind I'm paying nearly £40 a month as well for the copper connection that we can't use. Barely use. The only trouble with the 3 was the upload speed. For whatever reason, they prioritize the download speed, which makes sense. You know, when you're out and about, they give you a little bit of upload for uploading videos and streaming, that kind of stuff. But most of it is download. People want their videos to load quick. People want their, you know, websites and pages and all that stuff to load in quick. Nobody's really uploading massive files whilst they're at work on the cell network, apart from, oh, I don't know, me. But that's not a priority. So it's all about the download with mobile networks. But, you know, for a while we were quite happy. We're like, right, we solved the download problem. Still can't game on it, which I'm not a big mobile online gamer, so it doesn't really bother me. I would like to have the option, because I'd like to do you know, co-op online, but not the big thing. My fiance, all she really does is play Destiny, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Halo, that sort of thing. So it's been a bad time for her. I remember when we first moved in, we got ourselves set up. I think she had 7 days holiday, and she was downloading Destiny, and it took 6 days to download. And that's when we first realized, uh-oh, that's not good. And then she downloaded it, 6 days, and then there was a patch, a massive patch, and mistakes were made. But the problem is, where we live, there's very few housing options, very, very few. And our flat is incredibly cheap. We've got a good landlord. We can have our pets. It's big. We can do whatever we want with it. The only thing that's really let this place down is the internet. So, moving the story on, recently I've been thinking the only option that we've got left is Starlink. Now, this was literally last week. I was talking to a company called Cornwall Comms. They install Starlink. So I gave them a ring. They said, yep, you should be able to do it. It's going to be £75 a month. That's what Starlink costs. One time, 70 or £75 congestion charge, and then £300 for the equipment, and then £400 for the installation. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, it sucks, but if that's what we need to spend to get decent internet, and so I don't have to walk around all day. You guys in the Discord know sometimes to get a video up in the morning, I'm out at like midnight walking around on my phone just trying to get shit uploaded. I don't do that anymore. It's just I stopped doing that a couple weeks ago. It's just fucking ridiculous. But I've done that for years. So Starlink. Then we were talking the other day in the Discord, and I was talking about, the price that we had been quoted for uploading, getting the internet and all that kind of stuff sorted. The £10,007 that they wanted to fibre the building up. And I went to find that email, and there was another email there, right on the top of the pack that arrived the day before, saying, your house now has access to full fibre. Now, I've received this email before, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't even entertain it. But I was thinking to myself, well, I've got to phone BT to cancel them anyway, because my contract with BT is actually up in January, in July, and I am not signing on for another 2 years. There's no point. I'm literally throwing money away. We're going to go get Starlink. So anyway, I carried on walking around. I was like working away, and it was niggling me. I thought, oh, fuck it. I got to phone him up. I'm going to speak to him. Phoned him up, and I said, look, I received an email from OpenReach saying that full fibre is now available at my house. I've received that before. I received it back in 2003. Now, when we reported a fault at the beginning of January, when we started really going on at BT saying, look, this is unacceptable. I shouldn't be paying for this. The internet connection, it's not the fact that it's slow. It's the fact that it does not fucking work. That's the problem. Anyway, they sent an engineer out, and the engineer looked at the cable outside, which, by the way, at the newest, the most recent it would have been installed was 1972. It's a Bell cable that they don't even make anymore. And the engineer came round and said, hey, you've got like fibre all around here. Why don't you have fibre? And I'm like, you're the engineer. You fucking tell me, son. I don't know. He said, yeah, you've got all these fibre nodes here. This whole area is fibred. He said, it's not new. It's been here a while, like years. I was like, all right, whatever. So anyway, they still haven't replaced this cable. And when I phoned them up to find out what's happening with the repair, they said, ooh, you're in a difficult situation because we're not allowed to replace copper cables anymore, but you don't have fibre. I'm like, so why does every engineer that visits the property tell us we have fibre, but you look on the computer and the computer says no? Anyway, went on. And so when I was talking to her about cancelling and inquiring about this email, she was like, oh, yes, you can order full fibre now. And I was like, yeah, been down this road before. Bearing in mind, I was like, look, I'm already talking to a company about Starlink. And she's like, well, that's up to you. But I'm telling you, you can now get fibre. I was like, when did that go live? She's like, it went live yesterday. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, would you like to hear about the packages that are available? And I was like, oh, okay. This sounds a little bit more promising than it has. I said, all right, what's available? She goes, well, you can have the top package, which is 1,000 down and 110 up, something like that. And it's like, yeah, I'll have that one. All right, try and push that through. She's like, you sure you want that one? It's like, yeah. top package, which is what we wanted in the first place. As she's looking through the accounts, she's like looking at all the issues we've had. And I said, are you sure this time? Are you definitely 100% sure that this is now available? And she's like, I'm telling you, this has all gone live for you now. You can have whatever you want. I'm like, holy fucking shit. All right then. Okay. All right. Let's try it. Let's entertain your delusions that you can now get us fibered up, even though I've been trying to push this through for 6 years. I went on the OpenReach fiber checker. Bearing in mind, I check this probably every 3 days. I always have. And for the first time ever, it came up saying full fiber now available at your property. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. I was like, literally started to like fucking shake a bit, you know? I was like, all right. And she goes, yep, okay, well, what do you want? And I said, just give me the top, everything. Like the fastest speeds, the best equipment, the full home Wi-Fi discs in every room, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yeah, I've just been reviewing your account and I can see all the complaints you've had and all the problems. She's like, hold on the line. I'm going to get this as cheap for you as I possibly can. I was like, okay. So anyway, she came back and she was like, right, okay, so we've waived all of the connection fees. We've waived the equipment fees. And we will give you, I forget what it was supposed to be a month, but basically I will be paying £5 a month more. And I can cancel like the 3 network as well. So I will actually be saving quite a lot of money. And I was like, wait, can you read back to me, please, my address? Because I'm in my head, I'm like, she's signing up another address here. This isn't my address. She read it back. And she goes, I was like, fuck, that is my address. She said, right, do you want to sign ahead with the contract? I said, yeah, go on. She put it all through. She's like, yep, that's all been accepted. I was like, what? That's gone through? She's like, yes, that has gone through. I was like, so what's the chance that they could come back and say, you know, they can't do it? She goes, no, it's done. It's finished. Like, you have it. All the nodes are in place. The only thing you got to wait for now is an engineer to come round and hook it all up. I said, yeah, well, that's going to be the rub, isn't it? They're going to turn up and they're going to be like, oh, we can't install it for whatever reason. She goes, no, she says, it's all there. They've just got to literally connect you up. She said, if there was going to be any issues like that, I wouldn't have been able to order it. We've signed the contract now. It's gone through. And I'm like, holy fuck. So anyway, I was like, okay, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Put the phone down and I'm thinking, shit. All right, this actually sounds real this time. I phoned the Starlink company up. I spoke to them and I said, look, apparently we've now got full fiber. And the guy was like, look, I'll be honest with you. Starlink's good, but if you've got the option for full fiber, that's what you want. Stick with that. I said, yeah, but we've had issues getting this. And he's like, have they signed the contract to you? I was like, yeah, it's literally just done it. They've literally just gone through. He said, well, then you've got it. It's that simple. They said if you didn't have fiber, they wouldn't be able to offer you the deal. So I was like, fine, that sounds really cool. Check my emails. All this stuff starts flooding in. Welcome to our full fiber network, all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I think it's real this time. I still can't believe it. I still feel like I've won the lottery. Even though we're the only street left around here that does not have fiber, I still cannot believe it. But here's where it gets a little bit annoying. So I am going to phone them up and see if I can get this sped along a little bit. But our engineer visit is the 1st of July. That's a whole month away yet. And then our equipment is the 8th of July. And then they have to come and then they have to do another thing. But that's so far off into the distance that it's not even awaiting a date for that. So I'm going to phone these guys up. I'm going to see if I can get this pushed along as quick as I possibly can. However, this brings me on to the meat and potatoes of this video. And that is, I'm not going to struggle uploading videos anymore. I'm just not going to do it. It's just so time consuming and so frustrating, and it takes so much of my day to try and upload and leave things going and going fucking off into town for a couple of hours in the hope that I can get something up. And then you'll get a video that crashes and you've wasted the entire day. Ah, guy, I'm not going to bore you with it anyway. But so what I'm going to do, we're going to keep going with South of Midnight. I believe I have one more Saturday video. I might just throw that up whenever I can. But I'm not going to commit to a schedule now. Videos are going to go up whenever they go up. If South of Midnight finishes before we're upgraded to fiber, then that's going to be it. And then when we get fiber, which hopefully is going to be 6 to 8 weeks time, then there'll be a whole new schedule and all sorts of things. Because I've wanted to do like shorts. There's so much stuff that I've wanted to do that I just haven't been able to do because just uploading the 5 videos a week is impossible, really. It's just, yeah, you know. So, like I say, we're going to carry on with South of Midnight. We're going to possibly upload another Saturday video, but maybe my last Saturday video, Darkwood, took 5 days in the end to upload. 5 days. That was fun. Crashed twice, so I had to restart it. Yeah. And it means as well that, like, with the fiber, the Saturday videos, like, they don't have to stick to a time. Like, you know, if I'm really enjoying the game and it goes to like an hour, hour and a half, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. Because the idea that I can record a video, edit a video, and then upload it straight away. A 15 gig video with my new internet should take 12 minutes to upload. Little bit better than 3 days, to be honest. That's not bad. That means that I don't have to hold on to videos for so long. I can just record, edit, straight upload. And I don't have to march around town. I don't have to upload them on my phone. I can just upload them from my computer. My God, like, yeah, it still doesn't feel real. This all happened last Thursday. But I don't know when. I don't even know when this video is going to go up because fuck knows. It's going to take me ages to upload this one as well. But yeah, I'm just not dealing with this shitty uploads anymore, guys. It's going to be as it is. I can't actually believe that I've struggled like this for so long to upload these videos. But that's my problem. It's not your problem. It's my problem. But the thing is, if there was no upgrade in sight, I would have carried on doing it. But the idea that now there is light at the end of the tunnel and I don't have to live like this anymore, I'm just like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until I'm upgraded, and then I can look at like maybe get a green screen or put a cool display behind. Maybe we could do one tries video a week, and then maybe we could do a live one every week. Or we could, oh, dude, like, yeah. I've still got it in the back of my head, though. I've still got that niggling, shitty little bastard feeling that they're going to turn around and say, oh, well, we've looked at it, we can't do it. I don't know. I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to see if I can get anything moved along a little bit faster. I doubt it, but I'm going to try. And yeah, so videos are going to continue, probably at a much reduced rate, until South of Midnight is finished, and then we're just going to stop. We've got one more tries video to go up, which will go up when it goes up. This video will go up when it goes up. And then I'll see you guys again when I have faster internet. You'll be seeing a lot more as well, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thanks to all of you who've stuck around for so long and, you know, made all of this suffering actually worth it, because it is worth it. And the thing is, I love doing YouTube. You know, and I've thought so many times over the last 5 years about giving it up because of just how much of a fucking ball ache it is to actually upload anything. But it is my favorite hobby. This is what I do. I've done this now for, I don't know, 12, 13 years. I cannot actually imagine not doing this. It's just my project that I do when I'm not miserable at work or doing other things, social shit. I'm here making videos, and this is the one thing that I've really got that is mine, and I love it. And the idea that hopefully it's all going to get so much better. It still doesn't feel real. It still doesn't. I mean, if they do come back and say they can't do it, we'll just look at Starlink again. Something's got to give. But I've rambled on even now, I'm looking at the time and all I can think of is, fuck, this is going to be a long video to upload. I won't have to worry about that shit anymore. Oh, guys, we could do so much, man. We could do like the co-op, we could do like co-op games. Can you imagine that? Like playing through the Halo games and it won't even affect anything else. Because if I have to upload 2 videos a day, I can do that. Yeah, we'll see what happens when it actually happens. But anyway, guys, that is an update. It's sort of a goodbye-ish, but temporarily, hopefully. So, thanks for watching, guys. And as always, hopefully, till next time.